All right, let's talk about something that's on every business owner's mind, even if it's way in the back. You've built this incredible thing, your business, your legacy, but how do you protect it? Today, we're diving into succession planning, the game plan for what happens when it's time for you to move on.
I mean, really think about that for a second. You poured your blood, sweat, and tears into this company. It's not just a business, it's a part of you. But life happens, retirement, a health scare, or just deciding you want to do something else. So what's the plan to make sure all that hard work doesn't just disappear?
And that really gets to the heart of it. A transition for your business isn't a maybe, it's a definite. It is going to happen. The only real question is, are you going to control it, or is it going to be a chaotic mess that costs a fortune and causes a ton of stress?
Now, if you think you're the only one putting this off, check this out. A whopping 43% of family-owned businesses have no succession plan whatsoever. That's almost half. Half of these incredible legacies are basically being left up to chance, and that's a huge gamble.
Look, I get it. This stuff gets pushed to the bottom of the to-do list for a reason. It feels complicated, it's super emotional, you're talking about the end of an era, and the need for it always feels like it's miles down the road. It just doesn't feel urgent until the day it suddenly absolutely is.
And waiting until the last minute, that's when the big mistakes happen. You rush and pick the wrong person to take over, you don't get a proper valuation and either leave a ton of money on the table or ask for a price no one will pay. Or, my favorite, you make a plan but keep it a total secret. That's just a recipe for disaster and family drama later on.
So how do we start getting this right? Well, it all begins with understanding one single concept that trips up so many business owners, and that's the huge difference between leadership and ownership. This is so important. These two things are not the same. Leadership is about who runs the business day to day. Ownership is about who gets the financial benefit, who holds the equity. The best person to run the show might be your top general manager, not your oldest kid, and that's totally okay. You can have a rock star employee lead the company while your family members own the shares. Getting this separation clear in your head, it's a game changer.
And once you get that, the whole planning process gets a lot less scary. It just boils down to three simple questions. Number one, management. Who's going to lead this thing? Number two, ownership. Who's going to own it? And number three, and this is a big one, transfer taxes. How do we do this so the tax man doesn't walk away with half the value?
Okay, before you can answer any of those questions, you need to know a number. What is your business actually worth? And I don't mean your gut feeling. I mean a real, professional, objective valuation. It is the absolute foundation of your entire plan. Without it, you're just guessing.
Professionals don't just pull a number out of a hat. They usually look at it from 3 different angles to get a full picture. They'll look at your future income potential, they'll tally up all your assets, and they'll compare you to similar businesses that have sold recently. It's a really thorough process.
And they often won't just pick one method. A lot of the time, they'll blend the results, like you see in this example. By creating a weighted average, you end up with a number that's way more realistic and, frankly, much harder to argue with. This final number, that's the bedrock for every single decision you make from here on out.
Now, you're probably thinking, valuations, tax strategies, this is a lot. And you're right. But here's the best part. You don't have to figure it all out yourself. You're not supposed to be an expert in this stuff. Smart succession planning is a team sport.
Seriously, let me be really clear about this. Putting together a team of smart, experienced professionals right from the get-go might be the single most important thing you do. Trying to fly solo on this is one of the fastest ways to mess it up.
So, who's on your A team? Well, your financial advisor is usually the quarterback, coordinating everything. Then you've got your CPA on taxes, a business attorney for the legal stuff, an estate planning attorney for your personal legacy, a valuation expert for the numbers, and an insurance advisor to manage risk. Each one has a critical job to do. So when you do all this, when you really lean in, ask the tough questions, and get the right people in the room, the result is huge. This isn't just about avoiding problems, it's about taking control and actively building the future you want for your company and your family.
Think about it. A good plan means the business keeps running smoothly. It protects the value you worked so hard to create. It can stop those awful family feuds before they even start. It cuts down on the legal bills and the tax headaches, and maybe most importantly, it tells your employees and your customers, hey, we've got a plan. We're stable. We're secure.
You've heard this a million times, I know, but it's a cliche because it's true. When we're talking about something as important as your business, doing nothing isn't a neutral choice. It's an active choice to put everything you've built at risk.
So, I'll just leave you with this thought. You did the hardest part already. You built something amazing from nothing. Now it's time to build a plan that makes sure it lasts. Your business is your legacy, so how are you going to protect it?